I'm back in the familiar surrounds of Chamonix and the Aiguilles Rouges. I've come to here, Lac Cornu, which is just a short hop over from Lac Cornu up there. So you approach here from Plampra, which is the mid-station of the Brevent ski lift. The sign says it's an hour and 50-minute walk, but general rule of thumb for me is I half the time and take a little bit more off, so it's probably been 45-50 minutes to get here. So I'm not quite there yet, but pretty close. This is one of the higher mountain lakes in the area, at about 2,300 metres. So part of the reason I've come up here today is to escape the heat, because the heat wave that Southern Europe's been suffering on for most of the summer has finally crossed the Alps, and the last week or so has been pretty sweltering. Although actually today it's not quite as hot as it has been. It's probably a good 5 degrees cooler than it was yesterday, which is actually quite nice. The crazy thing is, in a couple of days' time it'll be snowing up here, so that's mountain weather systems for you. It's crazy. This must be one of the biggest lakes in the area as well. It's certainly the biggest one I've been to so far. I think I shall have to come up here again with my paddleboard and go for a proper explore, because it actually looks quite fun on the paddleboard, all these little inlets, so yeah. I'll definitely be coming back, but first things first, let's go for a swim today. This is incredible. The water's so clear, absolutely beautiful turquoise colour. Really peaceful. A few other people here, but nothing wrong with that. This is exactly what I needed as well, some actually cold water, unlike Lac Passy and even Lac Le Mans and Lake Geneva is really warm at the moment. But this is lovely. Not painfully cold, just pleasantly cold. Don't think I want to leave here. Obviously it's difficult to compare across the years, but the water here feels a little bit colder than at Lac de Brevent last season, which might just be because last summer was a lot hotter than this one. It might be because we're slightly higher up here, or it might be because Lac Brevent was actually quite black, so it's going to absorb a lot more heat, whereas this is turquoisey blue, almost clear, so yeah. Definitely more refreshing than Lac Brevent. Nowhere near as cold as Lac Bleu over on the Plan de la Guy side. You wouldn't have seen me sitting in the water there like this for 20 minutes or whatever, like I am now. But yeah, like I say, pretty much perfect. So we're on the north facing side of the Aiguilles Rouges ridge, and the lac is very much hemmed in by all these surrounding crags and peaks, so didn't actually get that much sun. The best time to come here is this time of day, quite late in the afternoon, as the sun starts to come round the corner. But that does mean you run the risk of missing the last lift down, but to be honest, it's so beautiful up here, I don't care if I've got to walk down to the Chamonix Valley, because it's worth it. There does seem to be a lot of scope to jump in off the rocks, if that's your kind of thing as well. Especially as the water's so clear, you can actually see what's underneath you and see if there's any boulders or not lying just beneath the surface. Don't know if I'll do it today or not, because I didn't bring any suitable footwear to jump in and out of, but yeah, certainly where I'm sat right here, you could definitely jump in. The water looks deep enough. Also looks like it's possible scope for a bit of deep water sailing on that little cliff there as well, although the water is actually pretty shallow, so you'd have to be just traversing. You wouldn't want to be going up there, because it's probably not much more than shoulder deep at most, and there are a couple of big blocks underneath the water which you can see, so yeah. The only real downside about this place which I can see is that you have to walk back uphill about 200 metres at the end of the day before you start going down again. So having been nice and refreshed after being in the cold water, you're going to get hot and sweaty again. But other than that, this might just be my favourite wild swimming spot in Chamonix now. Everyone else left so they didn't miss the last lift, which means I've got the place to myself, so I can finally go in as nature intended. Eyes up.